A lot of athletes now coming out who get paid, say, big endorsements, and they seem broke in a couple of years.
Yeah, well, because here's the problem. I mean, once you retire, you don't have that source of income that's coming in, right? So even if you save over a 15-year career, if your spending habits remain the same, eventually that well's going to run dry, right? So unfortunately for us athletes, the retirement age is 32, 34 if you're lucky, 37 like myself. What comes next, right? So the question needs to be, what comes next? What can I do? What is my passion? Not where I can create the most value or generate the most revenue, but what is my next passion? When you find that next passion, everything else will make sense. But that's the hardest part for us.
Now, I know that Scopely uses video games. I think video games are actually the hottest part of technology. And the chips that go into video games make it so it's lifelike. This will be what, like NBA 2K for some TV shows that have characters?
It could be.
Absolutely.
Absolutely could be.
Are you getting good at reading balance sheets and income statements?
No, I'm getting better at it, but it is not my strength. Right? So, for example, when Jeff and I sat around and said, okay, we should do this company, his mind automatically went to operations. Mine went to story, logo, and right. So we just went different ways.
We're a team,
right? Same at the core, which is two different sides of the brain.
I got to ask this: how? Just as a person, I mean, I've idolized you from the days you came out of Lower Merion, okay, from the Aces. How can you be so humble? Honest to God. I mean, listen to what he asked you a question, and you could have said, yeah, I'm getting good at it. But no, you just said, I'm a student.
Yeah.
That's just been your way.
But, I mean, but we have to constantly learn. I mean, that's why our mantra is value growth. Because to grow, you have to constantly learn. You have to constantly move, constantly improve. I mean, that's the key. That's what makes life fun, I think.
CEO you admire more than others?
CEO I admire more than others. Well, I work very, very closely with Mark Parker, and Mark has been a great mentor of mine for years. I mean, there's times where I can't sleep, and I'll shoot Mark a text message about, I'm having trouble building this company here. What do you think about this, that, and the other? How did you do it? And he gives me very detailed responses. So, MP for me has been
Does he ever sleep? I've shot an email to try to get Buck because Shoe Dog's such a great book. He comes back immediately and says, more region. I mean, that guy's on his game.
Yeah, he's always thinking. He's a thinker. And, what I love doing is cold calling people, getting their book list. What did you read? What did you learn? How did you learn it? Those are the questions.
LeBron's got a new show on our network called Cleveland Hustles.
Yes.
Any advice for him getting into the world of media?
Well, no advice, really. I mean, it sounds like this is something that he loves to do and he's passionate about doing. I mean, that's really the key. If you have the love to do it, you'll be able to handle whatever bumps come your way. So I'm sure it'll be just fine.
Well, I just think, is it possible, I mean, when you do bring one of these companies public, do it here, okay? You don't ring the bell, it gets too exciting. We don't get a lot of big guys like that.
Last question. We're getting viewers asking, can I get in on a B round? At what point do outside investors have a chance?
Yeah, I mean, look, right now, we're investing proudly our money. We want to learn, we want to grow, we want to do it on our dime. At some point, we might raise money. We're not prepared to do that now. For some of these great companies, Jim said it best. Let's get them public, let's get them out there, and then people can buy on the public markets.
When you look at your career, all right, there's a lot of times when you had to carry a team. This seems like the old days, though, when you had the full panoply of guys at the Lakers.
Yeah.
It's not like, because the last few years I thought you had to carry yourself.
But see, that's the beautiful part about business, right? You're not restricted by salary cap regulations, right? The roster's not
Careful,
restricted.
we might have to start giving people raises.